Hey, how are you? Time for a Wednesday matinee. If I'm coming to you during the week, it's usually important. Uh, First thing is this South Texas. I'm in South Texas, and I have to tell you, uh, it's been 23, 25 degrees for a couple of days, on and off, and definitely going to impact stuff out of here, especially the leaf stuff. My son has a garden in the back yard, and anything leafy, the cilantro, the parsleys. He was trying to grow some romaine because he doesn't listen to his dad and say, I told him to plant after March, but he doesn't listen to me. So it stuff is cracking like a glass. So. And I saw a video from Shay Myers, the onion expert, and he says you got to watch out for the onions will be impacted in June or July. So a little something that I usually don't quote on is onions, and so there's a little information. About a year ago, if you remember, I was in Colombia putting a final touches on my Colombian avocado deal, and I met a guy, and that picture of that fat piece of shit, I'm sorry for my French, but that's all he is, robbed me for $22,000. That wasn't the big deal. The big deal is after I posted that, several people got in touch with me that he robbed them. Unfortunately, I thought that posting last year would help. He just robbed somebody else another $36,000. I take it as a personal insult, only because I really wanted to try to stop this guy. But I'm telling all you avocado growers in Colombia and all your customers, this guy is no good. I don't know how he does it, but he does falsify the shipping documents. That's why I released the money. I thought the stuff was on the ship. So he's definitely working with someone. But I'm going to put up his information, and it's his and his wife's phone number. So if you want, why don't you blow him up for a couple of days until he changes his number again? And Bank of America, how about you close his account? And how about LinkedIn, you take down his page? He blocked me because I kept on posting about him, but everybody else is Interfresh. Why don't you blow him up and let's get this crook out of the produce business? This business is hard enough to do business the right way. You don't need a freaking thief in it to hurt all of us. And remember, when you hurt one of us, you hurt all of us. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I hope for my 10, almost 11,000 followers, please, let's put an end to this piece of shit, all right? Because he's robbing many, and it's not only in this country. He's robbed people in Europe, in Asia. So he's a non-sectarian thief. Okay. Again, if you remember what I said in January, this is what we're going through now is unprecedented. I'm telling you, I've been in this business for a long time. I never really cry about business, but I told you on Sunday it's my worst January in 25 years. It's going to be my worst February in 25 years. Demand, as you know, always makes a market, and we had lackluster demand to start with. Then with the storms hitting most of the country, that took demand down even further. What's amazing, you would think, with all this COVID-19, remember, these crops are 60, 90 days ago. You think the Mexican growers would have planted less. Unfortunately, again, you heard my post on Sunday, over 300,000 peppers crossed on Wednesday, where 180 to 200,000 is usually a declining market. I know what happened there. It's amazing. Mexico, here's the deal. Whatever was good last year, they all plant for next year. Whatever was bad, they stop planting. So usually the following year, what was good becomes bad, and what was bad becomes good. That's just the way. Take that from my experience. That's the way it's been for all these years. But here's what happened. They're so smart, they all sit down. Oh, I'm not going to grow too much, and I'm not going to grow too much, and I'm not going to grow too much, right? And they all sit down. And then when they go back, oh, they're all not going to grow too much. I'm going to plant double, and I'm going to be the king. You're the joker, my friend, again. You're the joker again. I don't know how we're going to get out of these markets. We need really big demand, and again, The chain stores, large retail chains aren't helping you. Again, how are those contracts working out for you? How are those $14 Roma contracts and those $14 Pepper Market now that the market's $4 and $8? Not so good. Again, that's what's wrong with this business. This is the biggest segment of moving our product, and they're caught in the widget zone. You know, they can't sell produce like you sell everything else. You know, I've been beating that horse to death, and you guys don't listen. But you know, maybe a couple of you got to go out of business before you learn your lessons. Okay, so there's no demand. We have big volume, and we know it's really is going to exacerbate this situation. Trucks are stuck all over the country. So freight rates last week I paid out of Nogales to the East Coast $6,500, right? $6,400, $6,500. Today trucks were as high as $9,500, $9,000, $8,500, $8,200. There is nothing worse in a market where the freight is more than the stuff, because you're never going to get the money out of it. Most stuff is being consigned on those three or four items. Green peppers, red peppers, squash, cucumbers, and eggplants still remain the only two items. Roma tomatoes they look like the good stuff is getting off the minimum. You know, that might be a good thing. Again, until there's real demand, I don't see this turning around too quickly. We either need, we need a freeze in Mexico. We need what's happening in Texas and Mexico to stop the stuff to get these markets getting some traction, or we need demand to pick up immensely. So really, that's all I have to say. You know, the thief, the markets, the trucks, what's going on in Texas. That's really it's brief. Now, for those of you who don't know me, for the last several years, I start Lent. Today's Fat Tuesday. My wife's hometown of Baden Keywood, they have a carnival every year. They didn't have it this year. It was an indoor carnival. But Fat Tuesday, so this is the last day. Now, I'll fast now until Sunday. 4 days fast to start Lent and 4 days to end it. Anybody that, check it out for yourself. Fasting is a great way to reset your immune system. I think they say 72 hours to 96 hours resets your immune system. And that's why I do it. And the way it is now with snowstorms and ice storms, maybe everybody's got to get used to not eating for 3 or 4 days. There's actually gas lines here in Texas today because a lot of people without electricity, I guess, are running generators. And I guess no trucks are making it through that actually gas stations are running out of gas. So keep that in mind. Say prayers for your people in South Texas. Fortunately, we have electric and everything is good in Manfred Home. Okay, I still need help. I want to have a clubhouse group. So any of you younger technology focused individuals that want to help me, I really want to start a clubhouse group. Start it and add me in, okay? Because let's talk about produce. Not me talking, but a lot of people talking together, and maybe we'll fix this industry for the better of all of us. Love you, love the produce business. Say prayers for people that are impacted by the storm, and I'll see you on Sunday, okay? I'll be a little skinnier on Sunday too, usually. All right, bye.